Hi there folks, just had some parcels arrived on this very nice day. It was such a nice day that I thought I'd take out my old, well, I've got a sort of basic gaming table, but I thought I'd spruce it up. It had been fillered, so it had texture on it, and I've changed it from like a nutmeg spice colour, you know, those work motions. It didn't look like much really. So I've gone in for a European earth kind of look, and I've been dry brushing it up. Then I made the most of the mistake I had when ordering the sort of rubble scatter stuff that I bought from Jarvis. I got 4 packs of the wrong stuff, so what I've been doing then is using another scatter that I have, which is just dark green and light green scatter, blended it with tea leaves, and I made this like big batch of scatter. And I was covering that on the sort of 2x4 board, and it's made a nice little board. Well, the static grass applicators arrived, but I don't think I would probably use that on the board itself, just because your miniature's going to trample all over it. But I probably would base my miniature stands with it. This is one from Take Cover Terrain, and I'll probably do a review of this, seeing if it's up to much cop. It's cheap and cheerful, I think. It's just the basic sort of, you got your crocodile clip, and from what I've read there on the very helpful information sheet, you can just clip that to some sort of metal lid of some sort, and that'll sort of ground you, so that you don't get the nasty electric shock. And if you're working on a big board, or say a foam board or something, you attach this to a pin and put that into the board and sort of work in areas. And well, yeah, looking forward to that. And I've been wanting to do like almost like a mat of well, clump foliage, but not clump foliage, sorry, tufts, but like a mat of tufts, so it's just one piece that you can just tear pieces from. I'd like to do that, and I'd like to do my own tufts as well. I've got a lot of tufts to get through, but now that I've got this, it's the world's your oyster. I've been meaning to get one for a year, so that has finally arrived. I sort of caved in. The exciting part is to the left there, but first I'll show say whose address that was. I'll sort of show it horizontally. And I found this wargamer getting rid of some of his old stuff, and I thought there might be some nice illustrations in it. I don't think specifically for the Napoleonic Wars. You've got all sorts there. That's right up my street. These old books tend to be quite accurate. They must have used a lot of regimental histories and things. Some lovely well, every page is a colour plate, it seems. Yeah. Wow. So that's taking you up to sort of home service uniforms. Let's see what we've got for 1879. Sorry for the hands, folks. Just have been doing the gaming terrain, so I've got acrylic paint and sort of dust and stuff. Aha. Now this is where it gets interesting. 1st Dragoon Guards, Officer 1879, the Zulu War. I think the Dragoons were in the sort of latter half of the Zulu War. So this seems to be a bit of a conglomeration of different time periods, but all for the British cavalry. Oh, very interesting. And so my interest here would be the Napoleonic Wars and well, Zulu Wars. What else have we got here? Probably goes back to the 7 Years' War and things. Oh, fantastic. 1814, 1812. Lovely, and there's some nice horse colours. Ah, lovely job. Royal Horse Artillery Rocket Troop. 2nd Dragoons, 1st Life Guards, and then it sort of goes on. That'll be a good read, and £4 for that. That's definitely worth it, I think. Just out of interest, where does it go up to? Does it cover? Oh, it goes further. Thought I'd when I hit sort of 1900, I thought I was done and dusted, but that's very impressive. That's taking you up to the Boer War then, and colonial, the late colonial history, First World War. I think it even goes to the British armour and things. Ayrshire Yeomanry. That is interesting. Probably not in shot there, but a good read as well. Fantastic. Always nice to have something in the post. Now, what have we got here? I will open it just so I don't show my address. Well, I made an order from Footsore Miniatures. And what have we got here? So half forgotten myself. I know there's a theme. And so the dreaded bill. British Militia, Workers Militia, HMG Team, Militia Flag Bearers. These are all from my Welsh Nationalist Force. The very British Civil War. I really want to show you guys these. Let's see now what's the best way to show these. An order like this, Paul Hicks Miniatures again. He's done in his working life. He's sculpted so much, bloody hell. I tried to sculpt one miniature before, and it took me a month or so. What I have read into, especially Footsore, something that they do is create dollies, which are like sort of half-made metal men or women, and then they work from that then. So the sculptor only has to put putty on the details and the stuff that gives character to a miniature, but they don't have to waste time doing the armature, which is actually quite a time-consuming process. Unless you, I suppose, as everything, and with our painting, I suppose the trick of it is doing it in batches. I wonder how many miniatures Paul Hicks would be working on at any given time. Would he work on a theme, or would he do individuals? I'm not sure really. I quite like to work on a variety of things, but then if I've got a project I know that needs to be done, I'll just have that on the table. Let's just bring this down. I was going to texture up this board today, this blue board. It's quite a nice colour on the camera, I think. It's nicer than the dirty workbench that I've got underneath. Let's see now. And I've never had luck zooming in really. Yeah, it struggles to focus almost. Because if that focuses in now, it's as if it just doesn't like focusing at distances. No problem. Go back there. Let's try and focus that back in. As you can see, this is not going brilliantly. Oh, very nice. So what have we got there? Bit of a bent rifle there, no problem. And these are going to pad out my rural defence forces. LDVs they're called, I think. I'm not exactly sure what LDV stands for, but there we go. And I just needed riflemen. I've got too many Lewis gunners and Brand gunners, loaders. Just needed some nice firing posers, and what more do you need than Paul Hicks sculpts? This definitely brings a smile to my face, getting some brand new miniatures like these. Oh, I have to say, great service from Footsore. I must have bought these either yesterday or the day before. I'm going to say the day before. Or did I crumble yesterday? And I have a funny feeling it was yesterday. I was sort of mad that they were able to send them out that quickly. Even if it was the day before, that's still excellent service. The only miniature I didn't want from these packs, well, I say didn't want, it just doesn't fit completely, but I suppose it does fit in the very British Civil War, is this one. He's just a bit of an odd character to have in there with his helmet. I'll just paint him in a certain way. Again, sorry for the sort of paint and stuff on my fingers, it's just been a bit of a hectic morning. Ooh, that's a very nice character. Let me just get some bottle caps and things, so we can have a bit of display of these. There we are. like it. So yeah, these are the riflemen. What else have we got here? The flag bearers and then the HMG team. If we're going to sort of discuss them in a sort of review type thing, I'm not the best person to ask because I just really I find it difficult to fault them. I know what I'm getting with these sort of scouts. Just top end, you pay what you pay. I was comparing them even with Crusader miniatures, and I'd buy these over Crusader miniatures any day because I'm just going to get some more of their British regulars and paint those up. But you're getting so much more here. You're getting individuals. They're really meant. These are sculpted for the very British Civil War or Operation Sea Lion. Just look at him. It's lovely. If we can get him to focus in. Seems to be struggling a little bit there. Not sure what that's about. It's unfortunate. The skin seems to... Bit annoyed at that. That's funny, isn't it? Is it too bright here or something? Might be it. Lovely. What can be nice to show these off is do them in a null oil mix, and that just sort of accentuates the crisp detail. He's a lovely figure. I bought this pack because of him. He's very Spanish Civil War-esque. I'm going to paint some of the die caps in properly with a sort of checkered pattern for the Welsh nationalists. So there we have it. 8 riflemen there, so we're well on the way to another section. Dying to see these flag bearers. Oh, I'm pushing my luck here now. The 12 to 13 minute mark is coming up. And I really wanted some flag bearers because I know that I've got those nice flags to do, and then the machine gun team there just to have some weapon support. I leave it there for now, folks, just because I know this is going to cut off on me and doesn't seem to be any way around it. But I hope you're all keeping well, and I will keep you posted. All the best. Ta-da.